Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien on the morning of Sunday, September 17th, 2023. Sitting in for Paul Harvey this morning. Stand by for the rest of the story. Well, you know when you say that people go places, and you've had people that come to your house and trash it, or come to your neighborhood and trash it. You used to accuse Latins of this a lot, right? Well, Mr. Harvey, if you're up there with the boss, you'll like this rest of the story. And I say Americans, but basically humans, because you represent humanity when you leave this planet, right? You are trashing other worlds. Trashing other worlds. And so are the Russians, and now the Indians and Chinese, and soon to be Israelis and other people. If I were a resident of the moon, I would say, man, look at all this trash that's going around here. Yeah. And the rest of the story, Americans, is the moon and you guys. So, as a sitting in for Paul Harvey this morning, I'm going to become, since I'm an illegal alien here from another planet, I'll take on the case of the lunar people. If I were a resident of the moon and not Earth, I would be doing a protest to the planet Earth like, why are you guys trashing my territory? Yeah. And what are you messing up with my social development here and status? And also messing up with my livelihood and life. And you say, what do you mean livelihood and life? For a lunar guy, come on, there's no atmosphere there. What kind of do they have? Well, put it this way, Americans. You're causing a lot of climate change in the moon. And a lot of special problems. Can you imagine if you had somebody, say my planet, bring in one of our ships and land on your planet? One of our main ships, by the way, is 890 meters long. 890 meters long, 418 meters wide, and 115 meters high. Change that into your American calculations. Yeah, huge, huh? Uh-huh. Now imagine that planet comes in, and you ever been in one of your airplane rides over here? Humans, especially Americans, yo-ho, Frontier Airlines. Yes. You ever taken off on Frontier Airlines and landed with Frontier Airline pilots? Pickety. Boy, is your tushy hurt after that, doesn't it? Yo! Bouncy here, bouncy there. Well, imagine if we did that to your planet with that kind of a ship, 890 meters long, and it weighs 300 of your tons, okay? Tons, 300 tons. It'd say we landed kind of like those pilots at Frontier Airline do. Yo-ho! Yeah. Boom! And all of a sudden we landed on the San Andreas Fault. Yeah, and just imagine that we didn't know anything about that. That we were, how would you say, morons? Well, that's what the lunar people would say about you guys on Earth here. Because remember, they don't specify Americans or Chinese. They just call you Terrans and those morons from birth here are coming back. Okay, and you landed, say, on San Andreas Fault, and created an earthquake that never stops. Well, here's the rest of the story, Americans. That thing did happen. Just check with NASA. Apollo 17, who landed in 1972 and left the lander there. There's an earthquake that's been caused by it that's still going since, 51 years later. And we still get earthquakes on the moon because of Apollo 17. Sitting in for Paul Harvey, this is your favorite alien saying, and now you know the rest of the story. I would be a heaping mad if I were a resident of the moon about you earthlings, especially Americans. Good day.